Welcome back to the Fairy Food. How are you? Good to see you again. So in this live, I'm going to show you how to make neem and turmeric health supplement marbles. So I've been taking these for a couple weeks now, and I really like them. And I need to make some more, so I figured we'd do a live stream and make a video about it. So here is my turmeric. Really beautiful. Love the color on this. And the place I got this is from Christopher's Organic Botanicals. So you can look them up online, and you can actually order some different herbs from him. And his turmeric is absolutely wonderful. Looks like I got a tiny hole in my bag. Okay, so the neem powder I ordered off of Etsy. And you can see that label. This came from herbal. Let's see if we can see it right there. herbaleveryday.com. Or sorry, that's Halal Everyday. HALAL everyday.com. But you can find it on Etsy too. And you can kind of see the color there a little bit. So thanks for being here, guys. If you would smash the like for me. If you know anybody that is interested in this kind of stuff, go ahead and share this out. So hopefully, let me see if I can, yep, I can get these in the picture. All right, so we're going to need a couple of nice clean bowls to make our neem and our turmeric marbles in. So let me give you a little bit of background on these. We'll go ahead and get out a little bit of turmeric. I'm going to use a teaspoon for that, or sorry, rather a tablespoon. I'm nervous. I haven't been live forever. So I have a tablespoon of neem, or no, I don't. I have a tablespoon of turmeric. Sorry. So we're going to just add that to one of our nice clean bowls. And the parakeets are probably singing in the background. Hear them? I got something to say about it. Let's see. Hi, Lynn. Hello, Blue Water Pines. How are you, my dears? Okay, so there's a big tablespoon of the neem. Not pretty. So I'm going to just drop that in there, and then we're going to talk for a second before we start adding the water to it. But let me give you a little bit of health benefits on the neem plant. We're going to go ahead and talk about that real quick. So quick disclaimer, these are just health supplements. You should definitely do your research on any herbal usage. Talk to your doctor too to make sure that you're not allergic, or that these particular herbs that you will be using won't have any issues with other medicines that you might be on. Sometimes if you mix different kinds of medicines, you can have problems. So I want to make sure that you check into that. And of course, with all herbs, there is some things that you need to know before you start too. So different side effects and things like that too. So research, definitely important. And remember, anything that you find here is just a family remedy or a friend telling you about. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a housewife, gardener, artist, all that good stuff. So let's talk about neem real quick. We'll do that first. So neem is used for a lot of great health benefits, including leprosy, eye disorders, bloody noses, intestinal worms, stomach upset, a loss of appetite, skin ulcers, diseases of the heart and blood vessels like cardiovascular disease, fever, diabetes, gum disease, gingivitis, and liver problems. The leaf is also used for birth control, and it can cause abortions. So remember, if you are pregnant or you think you might be pregnant, definitely don't want to be using neem. So that is what we know about neem, just from a quick Google research on that. Turmeric, another wonderful healthy herb. It's also known as curcumin. I hope I'm saying that right. It's turmeric has the most active compound, I guess, rather, is curcumin, and many scientifically proven health benefits, such as potential to improve heart health, prevent Alzheimer's and cancers. It has potent anti-inflammatory and is an antioxidant, so it can help with arthritis too, and also stabilize blood sugars. It can also improve depression. So those are some of the wonderful benefits of turmeric and neem. Again, do your research before attempting to try this. I want to make sure that you know that you are not allergic or that you don't have any of these. I don't want you to have any bad side effects. So, okay, so next we're just going to add, it might be a half teaspoon of water. We're going to start with a quarter teaspoon, and we're just going to add that. So we're just going to add a little bit of this water at a time to see where we are. And I'm just going to add that. Looks like it's at least a half a teaspoon, maybe. We got a tablespoon of neem in here, so we might need more than that. Yeah, definitely going to need more than that. So let's see. We'll try a teaspoon instead. So that was a quarter teaspoon, so probably another half teaspoon. Let's see where we're at. Kind of got to do it by feel here too. So we want to make this into like kind of a dough. So you're going to mix this water, get distilled water if you can, or filtered water. Oh, more than that, I guess. Maybe it's about, we'll go a teaspoon and a half of water at this point. So you're kind of just doing this by feel to see your consistency. Many apologies. I'm just not used to going live very often anymore. Okay, so we're still very dry. And I'm pretty sure we've got 2 teaspoons of water in there at this point. So now we're at a tablespoon of water. And now it looks like we're starting to get to where we need to be. All right, well, that'll give us good reference for when we get to the turmeric. So still mixing the neem, still pretty dry. We want it to be able to form like a round type ball. We're going to make marbles out of these, if you will. And I noticed that when I took them before, let me show you my previous try at this. I made the marbles very large. So this was my original take on it. This is way too big. I found that I had to break these in half. So this is a half of a turmeric. You see what I mean? So it's easier to take them in a half size. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go for a much smaller marble. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mix, or rather combine. So you kind of get a combo when you take it. I'm going to add just a little bit more water to this. I feel like it needs just a little bit more. I have no idea what we're up to now, but this should be getting closer. So, all right, let's try and see what kind of consistency this has now. Okay, I think we can make these into pretty good dough balls now. I noticed the last time I feel like I didn't quite get enough water in there and they were a little bit dry. So we want to make sure that we do have enough water to make these marbles. Let me get this all together. You're going to see we're going to have one big clump of it. And then I'm going to rinse these teaspoons and we'll start working with the turmeric. You guys doing okay? Thanks for those 3 likes. I appreciate you. Okay, so now we have one giant dough ball of neem. That's going to be perfect. So we'll start breaking this down into marble sizes. And like I said, I want to go much smaller. So we're going to probably make them maybe into like a pea size. Okay, so we'll just kind of roll it in your palm like that until you get it just the way you want it. So much smaller. That's going to be way easier to dose on something like that than as opposed to this giant. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me rinse my teaspoons off real quick. I'll be right back. I managed to get quite a bit of the neem into the water too, so I'm going to switch out that with some fresh filtered water. All right. Let's see here. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, so we got that one ready. Now let's get this one started. A little bit of neem in there. All right. I'm gonna go right to the tablespoon, and I'm just gonna put a little less than a full tablespoon in there and see how we do. Yeah, that's much better. I feel like just a little less than a tablespoon seems to be perfect. All right, now when you do your turmeric, you're going to stain your fingers too. So if you want to get gloves, that helps sometimes too. I'm not using gloves though. I'm just going to do this with my hands. All right, let me test this and see. Still feels a little dry to me. Go ahead and add that little bit more water that we should have had in that tablespoon. Remember, this is only my second time making these, but I'm trying to get the recipe right. I feel like you kind of just got to do it by feel. Probably has a lot to do with humidity levels too. A little bit more water. All right. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. You can see how it starts to get doughier. Once it starts to get doughier like that, then we've got about the right consistency. So let's get that together. We'll have a nice big clump of neem. or sorry, turmeric. Yes, a big clump of turmeric to go with our big clump of neem. Now, when you take these marbles, you're going to want to take them with a lot of water too. I feel like you need a lot of water when you take herbal supplements, but making your own herbal supplements is fun. And it stains too. See, it's staining the marble too. It'll come off though. Okay. All right. And we want another little pea-sized ball. So just get a little clump of it. Let's try to get that down to a pea size. And then you're going to just roll it in your hand. Hopefully, if it's the right consistency, you should be able to get it to roll up. All right, see, there we have it. Nice little pea size. Okay, so my thought is if I put these together, we'll have one supplement. Now, whether they stick together or not, it's a whole nother story. Let's see. There we have it. And see, that's still a lot smaller than my original giant marble. But I think probably next one is going to be just a little bit smaller too. We want these to be small enough that we can eat them real quick. You want to take them like a pill almost. You're going to throw it in the back of your mouth with some water and swallow it. And you're going to do that once every morning. And it helps do all kinds of wonderful things for your body. It can actually help stop the aging process. So that's pretty cool too, or at least your cellular aging process. So let's try that again. Smaller one this time. Yeah, gravity. Gravity is kind of a pain, isn't it? All right. Here's my second one. And it looks like it came out almost the same size as the first one. Let's have a look. Well, it's just a little smaller. But that seems like that's perfect. I feel like this is just the right size. So if you can get an idea, here's that 1/4 teaspoon, and there's what the little marble looks like inside the 1/4 teaspoon. So a lot easier to take a smaller bite like that. And always good to start with a smaller amount too. So if your dosage was, if this was your dosage size, then you probably would actually want to start with half of this amount. So in that case, you would break it in half, like right there, and then take half of that for a little while until your body is used to it. So let's do one more. And then I'm going to get off here, guys. I don't want to keep this video too long. We're already almost to 20 minutes. So I lost it. There it goes. All right. Little pea size. And a little bit of turmeric. You're very welcome. But as I said, always remember to do all your research before attempting any new herbal supplements or home remedies. Always good to double check. Make sure you do your research. There we go. All right. Oh, it's a little bit smaller. They're so cute. Aren't they cute? So yeah, I think that's going to be much easier to handle than those giant marbles that I originally made. So, and then once you get done rolling all these, you just get a little baggie and then put them in the bottom of the baggie and make sure that the sandwich bag is sealed and has very little air in it. If you can get as much air out as possible, I always kind of roll it up a little bit and try to get that air out, and then seal it up and keep it in the fridge. And then you can have these for as long as it takes you to finish them. Usually good to make a small amount first so that you can, so that you don't have any go bad. You don't want any to go moldy or anything like that. And if they do get moldy, then of course don't take them. So it seems like I have a little bit of water down here on the marble. And if I put a little bit of water on one of the little pea-sized balls, it seems to stick really good. So there it is. Looks like a little eyeball, doesn't it? Isn't that cute? I see you. Anyway, so there's 4 of them to start with. So I'm going to finish rolling these up and put them in a plastic bag for the week. And I hope you guys have an awesome week. Make sure you come back and leave me a comment. Let me know how I did. Let me know where I messed up. Always love hearing from you guys. You're amazing. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.